I cannot hear. Can you all hear me?
I got you, Billy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I got you. Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I saw mouse moving and I was like, oh no, I don't have any sound over here.
We're good. Could we call this meeting to order if we have Mayor Jenkins um, as well as Mayor Jenkins on with us?
He is. I
Yes, I'm
guess
here.
me and
Yes, I'm
Scott
here.
didn't
Okay.
get the memo. We're not sitting in a vehicle somewhere, so
Yeah, I told Scott I'm hopping from one to another and had to drive to Lexington to do this from a parking lot and then run into another meeting that I need to be at. So if we have a quorum and everybody's available, Scott, is everybody ready on your end?
I think so. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we'll call this meeting to order of the Georgetown Scott County Revenue Commission. Today is Wednesday, August 24th, 2025. This is our regular business meeting. We will uh, let the record reflect that Billy Parker uh, and then Mayor Bernie Jenkins and Judge Joe Pat Covington were in attendance, so we have a quorum and we can conduct business. With that said, then first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the last meeting, 7/23/25. Any questions or comments related to those as presented?
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
and I
So
will
we,
second that.
so we have a motion, we have a second. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion moves forward and passes. With that said, then we'll go to number 4, general counsel updates. And Phil, we're going to go right into GMWSS lease discussion, and we need to go into executive session. So I'm going to make a motion that the board
Uh,
go into executive session. Go ahead.
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're going to have to deviate from that. I think due to some technological issues, we are not going to be able to do that today. Phil and John, you want to explain that?
Well, I'll turn Scott. I'll turn it back over to you all. Then we can pivot.
Gentlemen, we were going to discuss some of the 3 or 4 issues relating to a proposed lease, but I think as Scott has indicated, when we were putting our heads together about 15 or 20 minutes ago, we realized there might be some technological issues about executive session. So we will submit to you some information separately, probably by email, about some of the 3 or 4 issues or topics related to the lease that we wanted to discuss, and we can take action at a later time.
Plan. Wait a second. For some reason, I've been muted.
No, I can hear you.
Now you weren't muted, and now you are muted again. There
All
you
right, now we're good.
Yes,
All
now
right.
you got you.
All
Phil,
right,
did
so
you have anything else other than the?
Just briefly, you might recall we had discussed at a prior meeting the exchange of information agreement with Georgetown Scott County Tourism. We have finalized that agreement, and we'll be sitting down with Lori at some time within 30 to 45 days to kind of hammer out the details and the nuts and bolts of how we might exchange information, particularly as it relates to short-term rentals. That'll be a benefit to both parties. Lori, I believe, is taking part in the trip to Japan and won't be available here prior to that. So it'll probably be 30 to 45 days before we actually get to sit down with her, but we're looking forward to that.
Sounds good. Appreciate that update on that item. With that said, then we'll move to number 5, update from John regarding the KCGC and 13 layers, and then the MSP conversion update.
John, are you speaking? We can see you, but we can't hear you.
How about now?
There you go.
We're good. We're
Okay.
good.
Apparently, I
It's
forgot
not
to
our
reset
day
my.
technologically.
No, that's what I was saying. With when the meeting started, Earthlink showed up to try and switch out their connection, which disrupted everything. So since we switched over to Spectrum, everything's been fairly smooth, no issues to speak of really. Earthlink was working on upgrading their equipment as a backup for us, and apparently decided that at 10 o'clock today was the best time to try and switch us over to theirs to test it. So we went back over to Spectrum, and we'll deal with Earthlink later today. As far as updates with 13 layers and KCGC, we have rolled out our new cybersecurity training to all staff. Everybody's been working on that diligently and have until September 23rd to complete all their trainings. And then in October for Cybersecurity Awareness Month, we're going to be rolling out some new trainings that Scott and I have briefly discussed that are going to really test their knowledge and see what they've retained from their cybersecurity training. We're also scheduled to sit down with James with 13 Layers next week to kind of go over where we stand with certain projects as far as setting up tabletop exercises, incident response plans, and moving over to a .gov website. I believe that is all I have as far as updates go.
Sounds like all positive news. Any questions from anyone else? Thanks for that update. Next, we'll move to item number 6 on our agenda, 2 refunds for review and discussion and approval.
Can everyone see the first refund on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. So this is a payroll tax refund. This is due to an employee working outside of the Georgetown-Scott County area during tax year 2024. They've requested a full refund of the excess payroll that was withheld from their pay. A complete audit review indicates that it is appropriate for us to recommend to the commissioners to approve this request of $10,449.20. And you can see the city and county splits. There's no school board portion on this refund.
I don't know how Billy gets out of this, Scott, but I guess I understand.
He must know people.
He must know people. Any questions about that recommendation, and would there be a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
So we have a motion, we have a second. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Scott, the second one.
The second one is a net profit tax refund, also for tax year 2024. It's $31,223.66. As you can see, the school board did not escape on the refund. This one here, you can see the city county school board splits. This is a simple matter of the taxpayer remitting deposits of estimated net profit tax that actually exceeded their actual tax liability for the year once they filed. So we did a complete audit review. They didn't owe us any funds in any other prior years. So it's our recommendation to commissioners that they approve this refund of $31,223.66.
Any questions or comments? Would there be a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 7, Scott, filing cabinets.
Filing cabinets. Okay, so this is our last call to the city, county, and school board. If you need any filing cabinets, we've completed digitizing all of the documents that were in those cabinets now. Took almost a year, but we're going to be trying to find a good home for them. The bad news is we do not deliver, so you'll have to come get them. But the first is to ask you all if you want any of them. I've got a couple of photos here. I'll see if I can share. A lot of them are these black lateral files. You can see some of the normal letter size filing cabinets over here. I think I have a better picture of that. The breakdown is we have 7 of the 5 drawer cabinets. 6 of those have keys. 5 of the black cabinets are 3 drawer cabinets, and 3 of those have keys. The white cabinets you see here, the 5 drawer, we have no keys for any of them. And then the 4 drawer cabinets that are white, we do have 4 keys out of those, but one of them is broken in the lock. I'll say this about the keys. They're pretty easy to obtain and fairly inexpensive, 10 or 15 bucks for a pair. And I think they actually come from a company in Louisville called Easy Key. So it's pretty easy to find those keys. There's a number on the front of the lock on the filing cabinet where you can order additional keys. So if you just want to, in the email that was sent out last week, there's actually 5 photos of these if you want to forward them to you. Anybody in the city, county, or school board that may be looking for filing cabinets, they are free to a good home.
Scott, I will inquire with my treasurer, Michelle Ray, and then let you know by tomorrow if she wants any of those. Those lateral ones are very nice. So I'll let you know if we want any of those by tomorrow, and then if nobody else wants any, then are you planning on? What's your plan to surplus them? What's your
Well, the second step, we need to get them out of the storage unit so we can let go of the storage unit. But some of our COLA partners, other cities and counties, have expressed interest. The next step after you all get first crack at them is to send out an e-blast to our COLA partners throughout the Commonwealth. And if they want to come get some of them, we'll allow that to happen. Then if there's anything left after that, we're going to put them on public auction.
Scott, can I have till Tuesday? I've got a meeting with my principals Tuesday.
Oh, you
Can
all
that
can
be
take all the
possible?
time that you want.
Okay.
You ultimately paid for these probably at some point during the time, so you take as much time as you want.
And Scott,
um, I,
likewise, I will check with my staff and give you something probably by the end of the week. I'll let you know, if we need some, okay?
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. City of Stamping Ground, just an update there from their request. That request was shared via email via Scott, and I'll turn it over to you, Scott.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, this is just a preliminary update, and not really an update, just kind of an overview of where we are with this. We received an email, and Superintendent Parker, I don't see you on this, so I'll forward this email to you from Mayor Jones and Commissioner Meadows from the City of Stamping Ground. They had requested exploring the possibility of the Revenue Commission taking over collecting their business license, which is a flat fee for their business license. What I told them in the email for Superintendent Parker for your benefit is that we would get back to them, but essentially the initial step will be for me to meet internally with my senior team. In the coming weeks, we will discuss Revenue Commission internal process implications of this proposed initiative and prepare some discussions points to be shared at a later date with our revenue commissioners. Once that has been completed, we will be in touch with you concerning potential next steps. So that was the crux of my response to the mayor and the commissioner from Stamping Ground. And we've already started doing some of this. The main concern is to get with our database developer and see, number one, if it's possible to adapt this. And we think the answer to that is yes. But then the main question is, what would it cost in terms of additional programming to make that happen? So we're doing some research on this, and we'll get back to you at a future Revenue Commission meeting. And that'll be the next step in this process.
Sounds good. Any questions? Thank you for that update there. Scott, we'll turn it over to general discussion.
Okay, general discussion. There were no projects from the Cabinet for Economic Development for July for Scott County. We did make our KJRA financial incentive payment in July for July of 2025. We also had a KBI payment for one of our local employers. They have one of those projects. It was for the entire first quarter, not a month. The KJRA payment's a monthly. The KBI was for the quarter. It was $14,379.85, and the city and county share that. There's no school board incentive associated with that. So we are up to date with that particular employer on their financial incentives. Also, the judge asked me to present on Friday, August 1st to the fiscal court work group regarding the Revenue Commission. It was a short presentation, but there were a lot of questions, a lot of good discussion. The centralized collection came up. Judge, I didn't know if you wanted to make any comments about that. I hope they found it beneficial.
No, the feedback was very positive, and appreciate you coming and giving the court an update. I think it's always good, and I think we probably ought to do it biannually. I think it's just a good practice. But they did appreciate the message and the information, data, and then always appreciate the professional way you all go about your business. So thank you very much on that.
Well, thank you, sir. We're happy to come anytime you need us. You know where we work.
Hey,
Yes,
Scott.
sir.
Scott,
Yes, sir.
I know you came to actually present and give us an update at our council meeting. I think it was about a year or so ago. Would it be, could you entertain the thought that possibly coming back sometime, if not, maybe the second, if not in September, in October, to actually give us a kind of an update on what has transpired with the Revenue Commission, on some information to my
Yes,
council?
sir. Yes, sir. I tell you what, have Devin get with me, or Emily,
Yep.
or whoever, and
I'll
or
have
Andy.
I'll have Devin do that. Devin will reach out to you. Okay.
Yeah, just give me some dates and times, and we'll make that happen.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next item is the individual compliance efforts, team compliance efforts. We had a good month, a $50,000 month. These are delinquent tax accounts that are addressed by our team. Phil, you can see there had $7,400. 97% of that is net profit. Tammy had over $10,000, and 66% of that is net profit. Michelle Disney, one of our tax compliance analysts, had $4,900, and 78% of that was payroll tax delinquencies. And Denny Rice came in number one this month in July, $27,000, and 91% of that is payroll tax delinquency. So again, a great $50,000 month. And, hats off to our team members.
No,
Nice
thank
work.
you.
Good job.
Good.
Great work.
Okay, the next item here is the electronic payment summary for the month of July. 332,000 was collected electronically. 100% of that is over the web. Actually, we don't have we can still, people can pay local internally in the office here with their credit cards or do e-checks, but we do it for them on our computer system. The old swiping control panel thing is a thing of the past. So it's 100% done electronically, even though they can be done in the office as well. But it shows up as electronic. You can see 82% of that was net profit, 17% was payroll, less than 1%, but still $1,300 in regulatory fees for the city. And most of that is the fireworks stands that were here in late June and throughout July. You can see, as always, 97% of it is e-checks, and about 3% are debit and credit cards. Any questions on the electronic payment summary?
No.
No questions.
Okay, here's the monthly tax collections for July, the first month of this fiscal year. You can see overall we were down about a little over 3%, $460,000. You can see the city was down about 3.2%, county about 2.9%, and the school board about 3.3%. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the quarterly collection stats. Since this is the first month of the new fiscal year, it's the same numbers we just reviewed there, just put in this format. We were down for the quarter 460,000, 891.16. Much of that is because this net profit deposit we received last month was 7.42 million. Last year it was 7.7. So we started off the fiscal year, this one, the same we did last year, with a large net profit deposit in excess of $7 million, but it was a little bit lower than last year. What we collected for the city was 5.8 million. What we distributed was 5.6. For the school board, we collected 6.1. What we distributed for July was 5.9. And for the school board, we collected 2.2 million, 2.24 million. What we distributed was 2.2 million. And that is the first month in our quarterly collection stats. Any question on any of those numbers?
No,
No.
as always, thank you.
Very welcome. Okay, the last part of the general discussion here, we had 108 new accounts opened at the Revenue Commission, only 19 closed. That puts us at an average for the first 7 months of 104 new accounts and an average of 36 closed every month. At that rate, if we extrapolate it out for this calendar year, we should easily be in excess of 1,200 new accounts for this calendar year. And then after I put all the cumulative data in here in the third and final page, we're currently sitting at 10,881 open and active accounts here at the Revenue Commission.
Good.
Any questions on any of that?
Nope.
Strong. That's strong information.
Glad to give it to
So
you.
if does that close out our general discussion? Scott, we'll move down to Wednesday, September 24th is our next scheduled meeting. Does that conflict with KLC COLA?
It conflicts with both. They're both at the same week this year, and they're in two different places. COLA's in Louisville, and KLC is in Owensboro. So that will be a conflict for the 24th. We have several options there. Because I will be in Owensboro on Tuesday and in Louisville Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday was a travel day for me. I could do a Monday morning if you wanted to do 10 o'clock. I don't think historically Mondays are good meeting days for any of the three commissioners. And I know, Mayor, that'll be your first day back, I think, after being out of the country. We could do it the week before. We've done that before, the 17th on the Wednesday at 10 a.m. But the problem there is the mayor will still be out of the country. So, Mayor, if you could have a proxy, we could potentially do it that week or any other day that week.
Mayor, could Devin be your
Yes.
proxy? Because if we kick it to the next week,
Right.
I'm out of
Right,
town the
right.
next week.
I will talk to Devin or I'll talk to Stacy. She's my finance director. So one of them will
All
be
right.
there. Okay.
All right. So, Scott, if you'll look and let me get back and look at my calendar, but I don't foresee the 10 a.m. on the 17th being a problem, but I'll confirm that. If you could just send out an email and just remind us to check our calendars and confirm.
I will do that.
And I need a
All
proxy
right.
sheet. And if you would send me a proxy sheet, I'll get that filled out.
All right.
Okay.
17th will work for me. I might be from a vehicle, but I'll be able to do it.
Vehicle works. Vehicle works.
works.
Well, with that said, then, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you all. Be safe. Talk soon.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.